Next question. Been thinking about cutting all liquids out of my diet and only drinking water. Problem is I depend on caffeine to grind out long days. What do you recommend for energy?
Yeah, so if you're going to start removing caffeine from your diet, I could speak anecdotally from my own experience. Trevor's been going through it as well. So what I'm a big fan of is you want to be able to titrate down. So whatever current amount of caffeine you're taking, whether it's 200 mgs, 400 mgs, hopefully not 600 mgs, you want to slowly work yourself off of that. So what that means is, for me, for instance, a while back when I got off caffeine, what I started doing, I was drinking probably 4 shots of espresso a day. That was spread throughout the day. I went from 4 shots to 2 shots just to black coffee, from black coffee to black tea to green tea, and then green tea, I was complete. After that, I was off it. That took probably about 3 or 4 weeks, honestly, because I knew my dependency was very, very high, and I didn't want to have a real big crash. And all the while, when I was doing that, as I was decreasing my caffeine amount, I was increasing all my other nootropics. So things like L-theanine, things like my phospholipids, things like my branched chain amino acids. I was making sure I was getting a lot of dark leafy greens and fruits and veggies, because I knew that as soon as I started coming down off that caffeine, I was going to have to replace something, right? It's all about balance.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, guys, I'm going through a similar thing right now. So I'm 7 days into cutting out all caffeine. I've had 0 milligrams of caffeine in the last week. For a long time, I was 200 milligrams a day with coffee or pre-workout, never anymore. Slowly went down to matcha green tea because it's actually a little bit more alkaline, so my stomach did better on it, but it's still dense in caffeine, so I was still about 120 to 150 milligrams. Then I went down to 2 green tea packets, which is a little bit less. It was about 50 to 60 milligrams a day. And then I just said, you know, screw it, I'm going for it, going 0. Did this for a reset, guys. Wanted to reset the gut, reset the brain, want to start over. So that's something we'd recommend. You know, doing it at the right time is important, but maybe once, maybe even twice a year is just resetting your brain and resetting your body and getting off of those stimulants to provide natural energy and adrenaline in your body. So if you still want to have energy and you want to slowly titrate off of the caffeine, like Taylor said, you got to make sure that all of your vitamins and minerals are high. Make sure you're getting some nootropics in you, all right, theanine for focus, etc., all the other things. And then you're just going to have to gut it out a little bit in the beginning, and slowly your brain will reset so you can release neurotransmitters that bring you energy without relying on that drug.
Yep. Some other things to keep in mind too, as you're decreasing your caffeine, when you're looking at the different neurotransmitters in the brain, tyrosine is going to be one that you can take as well. Alpha GPC is another one.
Yeah.
Those are probably the big 2. As you're getting off caffeine, I would recommend those.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's all the questions. Thanks for your time. Hopefully this has answered what you guys were curious about. If you have any more specifics or you guys want to follow up with us, please do.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.